So we can now head to there. I'm going game. I'm not gonna do it without talking to her. God, so judgy. What was up with that fucking robot? My God. I think I inhaled like 30 fucking health pods and things. Sniffers. Hey, thanks.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along. Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those. Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind. Explains why you're still yammering on at me. No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her. Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder camp? Is she alright? Zoe's family. Chiding her is our purview, not yours. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. I'll tell you what, well enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. She was late. What is it?
Back out. Why is that marker there? No. What am I gonna talk to him for? I already fucking found her. Ugh, good fucking fine. Oh, RPGs, am I right?
Okay, gone quiet.
What's with these places, man? Put a door on your bathroom. No one's gonna hear you and smell you shitting. What's up, buddy? Didn't mean to draw on you.
Something I can help you with? You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off. Zoe and I were gonna watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking. Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer.
Uh-huh. I already
Shame
found
she
her.
up and vanished when she... Can't...
Cool.
She called it Journal.
Okay.
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested? Zoe's living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe come up with. Yeah, could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're... Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words Collector's Edition. Here you go. Latest copy of The Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe I'll help if I can. Hey, I got time. Fresh off the limb. And that includes canid meat.
What other kind of meat? Ooh, muzzler. Eh. You got shit for me though, bro.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Gimme. Isn't your boy toy here? What are you doing, bro? Get the fuck out of here. It's a much nicer place than the other place, let's be honest. If you hadn't already figured out which way I'm gonna go.
Keep your wits about you, friend. Sure. Great work.
Bro, why'd you open the fucking...
On my way.
Your buddy's over here, that's right.
If you're hungry, Stefan's got supplies.
Oh, that's Thomas. He used to follow me around before he left the cannery.
Spoilers, she's not into men.
Keep your wits about you, man.
Let me hold on. Let me lockpick this person. You guys suck. Oh, I see stuff. What's up, Thomas?
Oh, didn't see you there. I was just occupying myself with a little engineering. Whoa, Miss Parvati. Hey, you're, how are you? Hi. Hello.
Are you, are things safe out here? How are you keeping?
Great, just great. I've been trying to keep stuff running, just like you. Only I'm not so... Wait, they didn't kick you out, did they?
Oh gosh, no, I'm just along with this fella here.
Are you from town? I mean, you don't exactly look like you're from town. Well, what I meant was you're reasonably well armed and don't look stricken with plague. Sorry, I just wasn't sure if you were from town or if you were one of us. Something's been chewing at me, you see. Fact is, I've been, well, lying. To everybody here. Camp thinks I'm a mechanical genius, but I couldn't fix a busted chair. I'll take all the help I can get. I set my mind to learning the craft of the engineer, you see.
Good for you, buddy.
I want to make something of myself. You ever heard of the Young Spacer's
I
Guide to
have.
Mechanical Engineering? Comes in a set of 3. If I had my hands on one of those data pads,
Do I
could
have them
teach
all? I
myself
know
the
I have
ins
at
and
least
outs.
2.
Those are good. My dad kept a copy with him when he was working in the cannery.
I know the old community center kept a copy. No kidding. Really? Well, which one? Look at that. Building a computing machine out of Spectrum potatoes, a primer. I'm just glad it survived all these years. I appreciate you going through all that trouble. In fact, I put aside something special. Well, don't keep me in suspense. The geothermal plant? Now that is just incredible. You really went exploring down there? Adelaide always told us it was swarming with hostile mechanicals. 2 whole data pads? Be still my beating heart. Oh, almost forgot your payment. What's on your mind? Couple months. This camp's my home. People you see milling about, they're my family. At least I think of them that way. I owe them my life. Would have died in the wilderness if they hadn't chanced upon me, starving and delirious. We all left the cannery for one reason or another. Me? I was let go, mostly on account of my incompetence. I mean, I was incompetent. I couldn't even survive on my own. Grace found me, Adelaide took me in, I've been on my feet ever since.
You weren't incompetent. You just didn't fit the cannery. Not like here. This place had a U-shaped hole, and now it doesn't.
You could stay, you know. Here. I'd be happy to... I mean, we could really use... this isn't coming out right. If you want, Adelaide would make a place for you. What's on your... Any luck?
Okay.
Oh gosh, it's so pretty.
Gotta steal all your stuff first. Goddamn. Just
I'm going. Heading back.
you dirty bitch. Whew, I'm stupid.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions,
This is
dear?
good.
That'd be the garden, dear. You're standing in a garden. Also fertilizer, so mind your boots.
Awesome.
Excuse me, Miss McDevitt? Sorry, it's just... You got such pretty trees in here.
Why, thank you. You're Robert's girl, aren't you? I remember when you were but a sprout. Thomas speaks of you often. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old spittoon, but it's been cleaned. Reed Thompson, you here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then? I can't say I blame you. Reed is positively soporific. Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves. He would do such a thing. Question is, why would you agree to his plans? Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip him out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid. Think about it. We'd be liberated. You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps. Hollowed out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scraps Spacer's Choice throws them. You know that's true, don't you, Ms. Holcomb? Your father died of overwork. His heart gave out.
He was tired all the time, sure, but he was old, ma'am, and he raised me all by his lonesome.
Look what they did to this child. Lost her family to the company, and still she defends them.
I'm all right. I ain't so fragile.
That was unkind of me. I'm sorry, dear. It's not much of a living. Every single person in that town has sold themselves to Spacer's Choice. The company owns them. Body, blood, and bones. You've been there. You've seen it. All anyone ever does is toil over a cannery. They give their lives for some heartless corporation, and then they're tossed into a Spacer's Choice brand cemetery. Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives. You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it. I trust you will listen to your conscience.
Oh yeah. I'm all for this place. First, oh, can I just, oh no, of course not. Suppose I'll check out the Primal Nest to see if it murders me in Oblivion or not. Hey, stuff.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth. I'm great at... I got kicked out of Edgewater on account... I'd heard... Instead, what do I find? Where I wouldn't... Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong. So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer? I am. You actually have it? The episode where Lord Cavendish reveals he's been the mass marketeer all along? All right, you convinced me. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is gonna be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
What is it? We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened? Let me know if I don't know what...
Tactical shotgun. Oh my. Oh. I'm getting that shotty though. Load the game, please. And they got trapped in their end holes. Some good XP though. Chill. You okay? What the fuck? Nailed it. Yeah, sure. Ooh. Alright, let's, no. No, let's not. Oh, damn. That's right. It's a little slower than I'd like. Oh yeah, look at that shit. It's, come on.
Bring us honor, soldier. Bang up work, soldier. You're a credit to your uniform. Oh, that reminds me. Gotta look into getting us a uniform. So this is it then. The key to humanity's victory
You're
over
so
the mechanical
glowing, bro.
hordes. I would reward you with the gratitude of the resistance, but I'm guessing you want something tactile.
No, a viewer. Someone's up early. Or up late, like myself. Hope you enjoy my subpar gameplay. And the long load times of the original PS4. Digits.
Spacer's music to my ears.
Okay. Am I ever going to use that? No. Is that like epic? I don't know. I don't know which one's, I gotta look at it. Maybe I'll give that to her. It's not the one she's equipped with, is it? I don't think you can do that. I don't know. Electric one. That's the one. Okay. So. Yep. Suppose you can have your pistol back. Or if you want this guy. Yeah. Hey, you.
Work your jaw on some music to my ears.
Fuck it. Okay, cool.
Another day at the cannery.
A friend of mine died a couple weeks back.
Hey.
Vale's a little safer.
Yep.
We pay Mabel Burgess, age 37, right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Still one outstanding bounty. Here we are, Bertie Cotton. Cause of death. Let's just say overwhelming physical trauma. Bert was the local preacher before Max took over. Always was quick to remind us that we all get what we deserve in the end. Well,
Indeed.
that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations. Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people. Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn Marauder. None of them get my sympathy. Uh-huh. I recall young Eugene. Good kid. Nice smile. Fussy about his health, though. Took a little too much adrenatide. That'll do a number on your brain matter. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side
Legally
effect of
accounted for.
adrenatide. What's on your mind? As long as you're...
I've been feeling pretty low these days.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
So, to the cannery.
Sorry, I got a lot to do.
No, really? Oh, it must be where the battery is. Hey! I'll be killing you later. tear on Monarch. Here you go, buddy.
Any luck finding one of those? No kidding. Ain't that just ironical? If I'd worked a little longer back at the cannery, I might have found this myself. That's a complete set. All 3 parts. I'm gonna be the greatest engineer Halcyon's ever seen. Aside from you, Ms. Parvati, I swear, I'll do you proud.
I'm glad we could help, Thomas.
I've been saving something for you. Just a little contraption I found. Should fit right into your outfit.
So... I can tinker now, huh? Yeah. 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 That's all for now. Ooh, what am I wearing? Is that good or bad? Oh, should we dump it all into persuading? Go talk to what's his Vic. Nah. We'll get a few though. Murder, murder, murder. Come on. Time to fuck Edgewater in the butt, I guess.
Once we do this, there's no going back. Hey, mister? Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you understand what you're about to do? I don't think you should cut off Edgewater's power. I think it would be cruel. I'm sorry. That just sort of came out all at once. Edgewater's hurting. We've been losing workers year after year, and corporate hardly ever sends replacements. There's barely enough Saltuna to fill our bellies anymore. But the town's got some good people in it. Decent, hard-working folk just living their lives the only way they know how. They don't deserve to be punished. Miss McDevitt's built something beautiful. Somehow she's talked the ground into giving life again. It's plain to see she's made the Vale a better place. Fed the hungry, tended the sick. Gave a home to those that had none. But Miss McDevitt delights in Edgewater's suffering. She wants to hurt the town. Well, that sure sounds like Mr. Thompson. If he was standing here, I imagine he'd remind us of how we're all one big, happy Spacer's Choice family. In Mr. Thompson's eyes, those deserters are still part of the Spacer's Choice family. The family must work together in order to survive.
Nah.
I hate to say it, but I think Mr. Thompson's got... Sorry, I didn't mean to babble on like that. Really? I mean, wow. Thanks.
But I disagree.
No one's ever told me those words in that order. I can't stop thinking on Edgewater, Captain. I'm glad the deserters are gonna be alright now that he's just interested in fixing stuff. He always used to follow me around, asking me to explain what I was doing. Like, I'm just glad he's alive. That he's okay. I mean, when Mr. Thompson said he was fired, we all expected the worst. That's on account of how I never met her. I don't rightly know. She was in another division of the Spacer's Choice family. She worked in the Vale a few months, sorting the cannery computers. The contract said any kids she had, expected or not. Well, I don't know about normal. It's sensible.
Time to kill some fucking canners. Load. Hello, Luis. Good morning or good night, depending. Welcome to my super duper expert gameplay. Okay, anything interesting to say? Okay, never mind. Jesus. What's up, Poison Ivy?
Hear that low, pleasant hum of electricity? It whispers across the veil like the winds of change. You've done well. I would have paid my last 5 bits to see the look on Reed's face when the last... My son worked in that cannery. When the plague started coming, he was one of the first to fall sick. We had a store of medicine locked away, but Reed refused to treat him. Said my boy didn't deserve treatment.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Medicine would have been wasted on him. So I buried my boy in the cemetery, gathered my belongings, and time's come to look toward the future. We'll grow, I expect. A lot of workers out there with nowhere else to go. Not as many as you'd think. We're not about to let the whole town join our flock. Just the ones willing to renounce their corporate loyalties and live the way nature intended. I am curious. Why did you help us? You don't know who we are. You don't owe us a thing. The plant's crawling with mechanicals, so you're not quite like anyone else I've met. You haven't had your consciousness programmed by the board. You're welcome among us if you're ever so inclined. You are welcome.
Thank you. Oh, come on, load. My goodness. Yikes. Let's just, hey.
Edgewater's experiencing what we in the profession like to call a quandary.
How am I supposed to file a report with the power dead?
Power's gone. Lana.
How you
I
doing?
can cut my own hair. But Conrad sells real good disinfectant.
I can't possibly cut anyone's hair in the dark. Oh? Am I in the company of a fellow doctor? I am a Spacer's Choice certified surgeon. Go ahead. Eugene was not a suicide. He put a bullet in his brain, yes, but that's largely a technicality. I was the one who prepared Eugene's body for interment. I discovered symptoms of the plague on his corpse, and I discovered medicine in his pocket. Lots of medicine. Eugene overdosed on adrenatime, which is known to cause psychosis and paranoia as possible side effects. It's a miracle of bureaucracy. If Eugene's death were filed as a suicide, we'd all pay the price for his crime. We can all thank our lucky stars that young Eugene was hopped up on medication.
This is
and
why I
suffered
chose
its
the other
predictable
side.
side effect. I included it.
Oh, that sucks if you got sealed in your own house. Hey. I'm just gonna...
You want to know what gets my bile churning? Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I was. Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Adam.
Wonderful. Law have mercy. Well done, Reed. You went and delivered the fate of Edgewater into the hands of a certified imbecile. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you. Edgewater's dead. Our cannery's dead. Adelaide's deserters are never coming back. Spacer's Choice will shut us down before long. Some of us will die of illness by then. Some will move on. Some will starve. And as for me, I will tender my resignation, whereupon I shall...
Happy for me.
What was that?
Look out! Yep, something. On my way. Heading back. Coming. Be right there.
I ain't dying today.
Perfect. Ooh. She had a sneezing fit. Then forgot to turn the mic back on. Good stuff. Professional. How you doing, bud?
Don't see the sense in all this fussing over the power. Cannery shutting down just means I'll have more bodies to bury.
Oh, Jesus. Seems like only yesterday.
Is this your ship? Oh my stars, she is just so handsome. Does she have a name yet? What's her drive model? Oh, gosh. Listen to me babbling. When I was in Edgewater, I dreamed of flying on a real ship, working on a real engine, belonging to a proper crew. Edgewater won't last another season without power, but that don't change the fact that I'm indentured to Spacer's Choice. Company expects me back in my post. I have imagined it, but until you came along, I never thought I had the choice. I want to ask you something, and you can say no, but can I come with you? I could tend to your engine. I know my G-valves for my catalyzers, and I can keep your ship singing. And if you ever need a pair of eyes watching your back, I can do that too. Yeah, I've been thinking about that.
Who would say no to her,
I had
really?
misgivings about Miss McDevitt and the deserters, but you took pity on them and sent power to their garden, even though you knew Mr. Thompson would hate you for it. All this time, you've been determined to get your right. Yes! I mean, thanks. You won't regret this, mister. Captain. I can call you Captain now. Ha! I'm the Captain.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly am looking forward to flying on a ship named the Unreliable. I'll just head upstairs and claim a room.
Something you need?
I don't remember if there's a inventory box.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain? All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the Unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Hell yeah. Thanks, I guess.